Dark Alliance will be played today. We are doing it now, no matter what. So it's been a minute since I've been on the PS4. Oh god, that's not good. Oh god, I might brick it. What was that, static? Was that static? I think it was. We're good, everything's fine. Alright, let's take a look at the store. Alright, to the store. I really want to play Mythic Quest now. So where's Dark Alliance? Featured Mythic Quest, not Dark Alliance, on the release day of the re-release. Are you kidding me? Are you Where is it? It's not even on the front page. What a. You may also does PS4 really know me? No, I don't like that game. Nope. That's not for me. That's not for me. Games. Or is it? Dark Alliance? Where are you? Nowhere on the front page of the store. Weird. Hood. This is I have to tweet something out. They said that I can hashtag them when I play this. I almost missed the opportunity. I must do that now. What was that noise? Okay, so basically, I remember the day we've all been waiting for is here. We want to see your streams. All right, so hashtag this. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. D&D. Baldur's. Hold on. Swords, axes, hammers. We got everything you need right here. Yep. Let me link the stream. Let me link the stream. Streep. All right. Do you like Lana Del Rey? That name's familiar. I don't remember. Let me look that up. Lana Del Rey. Is that a porn star? Lena. Music. Probably, because I know their name, but not by... I don't really know their name. But welcome, Florencio. Nice. Truly. Alright, so we're looking for the game. I'm curious, like, where is it? How hard is it to find? Oh, I can't find it, so that's how hard it is to find. Featured, it's not in the featured page. It does. Featured, aka sponsored. That's all it is. He looks on the top right, sponsored. What's the point of a feature page if it's just sponsored? It's not really, is it featured or sponsored? Which one? PlayStation? Which one? What's hot? Hot deals. I don't see Dark Alliance here. It's not a hot deal. Are you trying to say it's not a hot deal?
Drawn by a haunting voice,
Dark Alliance?
come to the
Dark Alliance? Alright, I'm gonna have to search for it. Alright, they're gonna make me search for this game. My own game.
With a motley assortment of patrons and
Lana Del Rey.
there, the haunting voice
All right.
all around you, and the patrons are silent.
Nope.
The storm
Dark.
washes over them.
No. Maybe it's not here.
One by one, they all seem
Wait, is it not on PS4?
call.
Oh. Hello? What happened? What happened? What happened? There it is. It works. Alright, so Dark Alliance. $40 billion. HD box art? Is that HD box art? Yo, spoilers. Ooh. It's supposed to be like 4K. Apparently. Broadcasts. I don't want to do that. 18 plus. What is he doing there? Well, 79 ratings. Add to the cart. Experience the massively popular world of Baldur's Gate as never seen before. Baldur's Gate Online. Adventure filled with intense action. Intricate puzzles, sinister intrigue. Where your mastery? Oh, well, I'm sold. I'm sold on that. DualShock Vibration, 2 players locally. They don't say locally, do they? Nope. All right, let me buy this game. All right, let me contact my bankers. Let's have a big meeting about this. I'll pay it gladly. Check out. Confirm purchase, $32.57. That's right. My favorite number. Download it. It shouldn't be like 5 megabytes. 4 gigs. This game's 4 gigs. Wow. Wow. Well, there it is. 4 gigs. I'll be done in 5 minutes. Wow. Square One Games. Let me tell you about it. I had this game on PS2. I was thinking like maybe I just play on PS2, but it would be lower quality. I would play as Drizzle or whatever his name is. He's like the character you unlock when you beat the game, and it's like way easier. But I was like, yeah, it would be low quality and stuff. And plus, I want to support the game re-release. I like re-releases, especially 4K re-releases. So we're gonna take a look at that. This is my favorite game. Might be my favorite game of all time. It's up there in top 5. Tenkaichi 3, Guns, PSO2, Dark Alliance. Then it gets iffy. I mean, you have Mega Man, Samurai Warriors, Way of the Samurai, Fallout, top tier games, Super Smash Brothers, Tenchu Wrath of Heaven. Like, there's so many good games. Top 10. What about that song game on Fridays? Song game. Karaoke? Guitar Hero? I want to play Guitar Hero again. On stream, but like I'll mute the audio. DMCA. With the air. Oh, Funky. Friday Night Funkin'. Yeah. True. I forgot about that one. Yeah, we gotta play that again. We gotta play that again. Maybe tomorrow. There's supposed to be a lot of updates. I have to like rewire all this stuff too. I texted you. Oh, I don't really read those. But it's all on stream. I'm here. If you want to text me, here I am. I'm on stream, baby. That's the new way. Say hello to stream. We're playing Dark Alliance. I'm telling all my Instagram people I'm playing Dark Alliance right now. But I wouldn't answer anyway. I'm just saying I'm playing Dark Alliance. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. Well, I'm not playing it right now, but I'm waiting for it to download. It's getting there. Wait. Oh, wrong one. I hope this controller kind of broken. I hope it's okay. 3 minutes. 3 minutes left. Okay. So, have you guys ever heard of the one about the truck in the sewer? Now, funny story about this. I'll send you a link. I don't click links. We don't do that here. If you want to post one in Discord, no links. Sketchy links. You don't do that here. Link to what? I don't need a link. Who said I needed a link? I don't need no link. What are you talking about, Lana Del Rey? You can post that in Discord in the media section if you want to post music from YouTube, preferably, because every other site is kind of sketchy. YouTube, whatever, like Google. I mean, not even Google, just YouTube, really. We have high security here. High security, top tier security, 5 stars. Dark Alliance. We're gonna speedrun this game. I know all the tricks. I use Discord. Are you kidding me? That's like a samurai refusing to use a gun. That's the way of the future. Yeah, I can understand that though. What do you use? Telephone? TeamSpeak? You must Skype. Well, there's a problem. We have a problem to communicate here. We have a failure to communicate. I don't do Instagram DMs. I don't do that. We don't do that here. I don't even like Instagram really. Kind of everyone from Facebook seems to be moving to Instagram. It's like, well, I'll just go to Twitter. Twitter's where it's at, really. Low key, Twitter is where it's at. Low key. Oh man. All right. 30 seconds. Oh man. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. So, I used to play this game with my brother. We used to play all the time. We probably beat it like 5 times. I don't know how much. We know everything. I think I was the male. And then my brother was the dwarf. That's pretty much how it was. Or the female later on, he was the female. Dark Alliance. Dark Alliance. Here it is. It's installed. It's right there. It's right there. That's weird. Okay. All right, let's go. I wish it was on Steam, but what can you do? Oh, look at that full screen HD thing. Oh. I remember this screen very well. Very well. Let me close the window. Black Kyle Studio. Wizard of the Coast. Of the Coast. One coast. One. Oh. Get some nostalgia. Yeah, I remember the music like happening faster than that. Like, bam, right when the image came up. Maybe I'm wrong. That's the same. Well, damage text. We'll turn that on. All right. You ready? Are we ready? Tutorial? I never done the tutorial. Have I? I'm gonna do the tutorial. I'm gonna do it. That was fast. Introduction. Proceed. Okay. I'm right in. I'm right in the game. Classic. The jump strat. That's how you move faster. This is how you go faster. This is Link Netflix adaptation right here. Yo, tutorial do. Square. Yep. Boom. You failed. Boom. Boom. Yeah. True. I have a dagger. Smashing. Barrels. Barrel technology. Jumping. True. Pull the lever though. Melee combat. Nice. One hit. Take that, rats. Those are giant rats. Let me tell you. This is quite the feat. Saving. Oh yeah. Good job. Your character dies. Okay. Well. All right. Chest, bow, and arrow. Okay, true. I put it on. Yeah. The arrows stick with it. Oh, wait, what? True. Facts. I'll put the arrows on, though. You almost messed it up. I'm not ready. Wait, there's a way to aim. How do you aim? There's a way to stand in place while aiming. Am I going crazy here? Well, what? I don't remember you moving. I guess you could move the camera. I remember you could aim without shooting. Did they take that out? I'm trying to click the bumpers. I thought it was the bumpers. Maybe later. I hope they didn't take that out. Oh, that was easy. Alright, new game. Hard, we gotta do it hard. Wow, that's low quality there. Let me think about this. I'm not gonna be the dwarf, that's for damn sure. I never usually am the girl, but now let me tell you about it. I'm thinking about it. This is a tough call. The guy looks dumb in his armor. Honestly, I'm gonna say it. Okay, does do you have to sorceress though? If you're the sorceress, do you have to sorceress? I'm gonna do it. We're gonna be the sorcerers. One. It could be I.
You are weary from your travels.
You just got back from Comic-Con.
Mesmerized at the sight of Baldur's Gate. Not only a town of myth and legend, but also a place where one can find fame and fortune round every corner.
And grisly trophies.
It
Oh, not
is
yet, not
night
yet.
as you enter the city, and it seems strangely deserted.
Wait, this is RuneScape? Yo, what's going on there?
But you soon discover that the night holds danger as well.
Who's that guy?
And in an instant, that
Yo, the
danger
jiggle, I
is
see it.
upon you.
Oh, yeah, this happens though. Yo, the jiggle, I saw the jiggle. I don't remember that.
Easy pickings. Hey, Car.
He's a biggins.
Indeed. Let's see what our little ambush has won us.
Is this the guy from Code Next Door? Kids Next Door? The dad? Father?
Let's get out of here.
Yes, but take the gold.
Take the
Leave the rest for
gold.
the watch.
His voice is so good. Take the gold. Dude, she's just like planking. She's just planking. Oh, man.
Damnable thieves. They grow bolder with each passing day.
Baldur's Gate, you mean?
Still some life in this one. Looks like
No.
all they did was make
Oh.
off with some possessions.
Yeah. Bring me back to.
Easy there.
Oh, yo, what the
That's quite
frick?
a blow you took.
Oh,
Those thieves that attacked made off with your possessions. But at least you're alive.
and they made out with you.
They're becoming more bold with each passing day.
You'd
Baldur's
best stay
Gate?
off the streets after the sun sets.
Boulder?
It's not safe out here.
Boulder Gate?
You can seek shelter in the Elf Song Tavern.
What about the
It's
Boulder Gate?
close enough.
Can I take shelter in the Boulder Gate?
Aye, more than enough cutthroats there.
Cut through.
Could be one of them would even know how to find those that attacked you.
I mean, you could have chased him. He was still within
Drawn by
eyesight.
a haunting voice, you come to the Elf Song Tavern. It is a small place,
Yo, what up?
filled with a motley assortment of
Yo.
patrons and grisly trophies.
The Grizzly.
There, the haunting
glizzy.
voice is all around you,
The Glizzy trophy.
and the patrons are silent as the song washes over them. One by one,
I can't believe it.
they all seemed lost in its call.
Actually, it was a developing error that they just can't move. They can't move. No.
Beautiful song, isn't it?
Yeah,
I've heard
yeah.
her sing 100 times, and each time it still moves me.
True. Dude, this character is probably the. I want to play as her. You know, the elven mage looks like this girl. It could be her mom. It is beautiful, but where's the voice come from? I don't know.
It's the spirit of an elven woman.
Don't be
She
don't be
haunts this
ridiculous.
tavern,
Hey, that's me
singing
though.
Once every couple of nights.
I'm an elven woman. She haunts it. Why is she singing though? Why? Yo, is the E higher than the H? What's going on there? Is she talking like this? Like, what is she saying?
No one truly knows. Her spirit was here when I first bought this tavern. Some say she sings for a lost love, a soldier who died defending Baldur's Gate.
No way.
They say she sings in the hope he will hear her voice and return home.
Good thing there's no eye
Still,
tracker.
That's nothing but hearsay and tales. Welcome to the Elf Song Tavern. What can I get you?
Welcome to. Boom. I was hoping you could help me. I was robbed on the streets by a band of thieves, and I'm looking to find them. What's the thing hanging over the fireplace? What is that? A grizzly trophy?
That's a stuffed beholder. A small version of the species, I'm told. Not that I've seen many of them.
Stuffed
One of my
behold-
regulars, Ethon, found it in the cellar.
Egon? Yeah, I saw that jiggle though. What's going on there? Actually, I was hoping you could help me. No, what's a beholder? I want to know more about this eyeball guy everyone talks about all the time.
They're also called eye tyrants, if that name's any more familiar to you. Beholders are beasts that float above the ground and can cast terrible spells from their eyes. Evil things. I wouldn't want to meet one, and neither would you.
I'm sure we won't. I see. Look, I came here because I was attacked on the streets.
Sounds like members of that new thieves guild I've been hearing about. You're lucky to be alive. Word is they're responsible for the murder of 2 city watchmen and the disappearance of several thieves from the old guild.
Now, when I was younger, I didn't really understand what she was saying. So this new guild's at war with the old guild? Wait, why do I assume there's an old guild? Oh. And disappearance of several thieves from the old guild. So, do you know where I could find these thieves?
Yes. Look, I wouldn't cross blades with those thugs if I were you. Just stay clear of them unless
Okay.
you want to end up dead in an alley, all right?
How do you take pictures? I don't have much choice. They stole every last coin I had. If you know where I could find them, tell me, or I'll take.
Well, no one knows where their guild hall is. Still, if you're determined to find them, try the sewers.
Is it in the Baldur's Gate? Why the sewers?
I'll wager they've been using them to move around Baldur's Gate. It's probably what's been driving all those sewer rats up to the surface.
Baldur's Gate. All right. How do I get into the sewers?
Well, there's a gate to the sewers in the cellar of this
A
tavern.
Baldur Gate?
I locked it up a long time ago.
What?
Before the Guild War began.
The Guild War. Guild Wars 2? Could I use the gate, the Baldur Gate? Whoa, no, I
There's a
skipped it.
problem with that. Actually, the door.
I need to restart the game. I skipped dialogue. Not good. Go back. Cancel. Cancel everything. I skipped dialogue. No. No. Forgotten Realm. Boom. I used to do this anyway, back in the day.
Drawn by a haunting voice, you come to the Elf Song
That's it.
Tavern. It is a small place.
Alright.
Filled with a motley
I skipped the dialogue. That's okay. I double tapped somehow.
There, the haunting voice is all around you, and the patrons are silent as the song washes over them. One by one, they all seemed lost in its call.
True. That guy on the right.
Beautiful song, isn't it? I've heard
All right,
her
let me
sing.
be careful.
No one truly knows. That's a stuffed They're also called... Sounds like members of that new thieves... Yes. Well, I'll wager they've been using them to move around Baldur's Gate. Well, there's a gate to the sewers in the cellar of this tavern. Well, there's a problem with that. Actually, maybe we can help each other out.
The rats. What do you
Well,
mean?
we've had to lock up the cellar because of the horde of rats that suddenly showed up down there. Clear them out for me, and I'll give you the key to the sewer gate. And a little gold to help you get back on your feet. What do you say?
It's a deal. That's a deal. Wait, one tap, be careful.
The door to the cellar's locked, so you'll need to get the key from Ethon over in the corner there.
Ethon. Who's Ethon?
Ethon's one of our regulars. He usually fetches wine from the cellar for me, but he hasn't been able to go down there since the rats appeared.
When did they start appearing?
Only this past week. If those thieves are using the sewers to move around Baldur's Gate, they may have driven the rats out.
I'll go get the key from Ethon and see about taking care of these rats then.
Luck be with you. And watch those rats. Some of them can be vicious when backed in a corner.
Okay. Okay. Blue-haired girl, let me tell you about him. Well, we're here in the game. Save. Boom. Watch. Boom, it blows up. The book blows up. Here we are. I'm guessing that's Ethon. This guy, I thought this guy was gonna be like the savior of the world. He was like pretending to be drunk, like the guy from Lord of the Rings. Maybe that's who it is. It's like a homage to the guy. What's his name? That guy. Aragon, whatever. It probably is Lortimer. Lortimer.
Monkeys.
Monkeys. Monkeys. True. How could anyone sleep like that? That takes skill. This guy is skilled. He's a master.
Monkeys.
One more. One more. All right. Monkeys. You can just leave. You can just leave if you wanted.
Have you taken care of those rats yet? I'm not giving you the key to the sewers until they're all wiped out.
What? Okay.
Well, I'd prefer you get to it before they change the name of this tavern to the Rat's Nest. Talk to Ethon if you don't
The
have the key to the
Rat's
cellar
Nest.
yet.
The rat's nest. True. Very well. Very well. Hello, Nebish.
What do you want? I got no coin to spare, so don't think your begging will make me part with a single copper.
I'm not a beggar. I'm not interested in your coins. I just wanted to know if you knew anything about the thieves here in Baldur's Gate. Never mind, farewell. Bye-bye.
What are you... Oh, there's always been thieves in Baldur's Gate. This latest batch may be a bit more bloodthirsty than most, but they haven't crossed me yet. Still, I'd rather be able to part with my coins at the bar than keep them in my purse.
Why can't you spend your gold at the bar? Why not?
The bartender, Aelith, cut me off 2 nights ago. I keep coming back, hoping she'll change her mind, but she hasn't come around yet.
More.
And with the cellars locked, I can't slip down below to get a spare bottle to tide me over. But maybe you could.
More.
Yeah. If you could find some way to get that cellar door key from old Ethon, then head down to the cellars to get me a bottle, I'd make it worth your while.
Perhaps another time. Bye-bye. I'm just kidding.
Managed to find me a bottle of Aelith's best yet?
What? No. We're back. What up?
Have you... What?
It's canon.
There are no enemies here. There are no enemies here. There are no enemies here.
You know, the guy actually has funnier dialogue.
There are no enemies here. There are no enemies here. There are no enemies here.
I could poo-poo. I could just do the one-eyed. The one-eyed.
That's one I donated $2. Here's a little something.
Wow,
also,
thanks.
you gonna play the new Resident Evil Village game?
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I might actually do local co-op and like just play with two people and have one. Am I gonna do it? That's kind of cheating though. Thanks, One Eye, for the donation. No one does that. No one donates. The One Eye. The One-Eye Dono. The tip. The tip. Yes, the tip. Boom. Wow. Alright, so do I want to do co-op?
Our foes are gathering strength while we wait here. Let's move on.
That's the girl from Rugrats. That's her voice. What's her name? I forgot. Wait. But if your second player's not there, I think they can just jump out anyway. They can jump out of the game anytime. Tough call. Am I gonna do 2-player? Now's the time to decide. Or single player. I never did single player. Did I? I don't even know. Whoa. Do I have to have an account? I might have to have an account. What? Local co-op's not...
There are no enemies here. There are no enemies here.
I kind of like the guy's dialogue. It's funny. I can't do that.
There are no enemies here.
I can't do that anymore.
There are no enemies here.
My pack won't hold anymore. It won't hold anymore, damn it.
There are no enemies here.
Change players. Player 2. Import. Oh, right, you can import players. Nani? Controller required. Play as a guest. Do not sign in. Are we in? New. Ask and you shall receive.
I can't do that here. 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 I can't do that here.
I love it.
I can't do that here. 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 I can't do that here.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll use him. I can get rid of him anytime. I can't do that here. Who are you?
What do you want? Oh, there's all... yeah.
I'll see what I can do. Still looking.
Welcome, friend. If you're looking for a good blade or a sturdy shirt of chainmail, you've come to the right place. Our stock may be a bit low at the moment with the recent demand for weapons and armor, but a new shipment should be coming in soon.
Dude, for an old guy, he can really rock the tight pants. Skin tight. What caused this demand?
Well, I don't know the cause, friend, but the word is there's been some trouble between the thieves' guilds of late.
Baldur's
No
Gate.
matter to me if the two groups kill each other. Never had much use for thieves myself. Now, what can I do for you?
I'll buy one Baldur's Gate, please. His hair, though, be looking dry. Yeah, his hair. That's not even hair. That's like milk. That's like powdered milk, solidified in icicle form. Someone dumped like flour and milk on him, and like while it was winter, like 2 years ago probably, and it froze. And he liked it. Let me see what you
have
have.
many fine deals. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for Baldur's Gate. Yo, one of his eyes is not real, I think.
Our shop carries the finest dwarven weapons, brought here
all the way from the Sunset Mountains. I know all the quotes.
Swords,
Axes, bows. We have everything you need right here. It's all in my head. It's all there. It's all there, guys. Perhaps you needed a sword to cleave your enemies or something. He says something. Watch, it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming.
If you need something to split
Someone's skull or a helm to protect your own, you've come to the right place.
If quality and price are your chief concerns, then look
no farther.
You'll
Yeah.
find my shop has excellent weapons
At reasonable
prices.
prices. True. Yeah, the potion that looks weird.
We have many
Fine deals. What are you looking for? Just you, baby. Just you. 101.
Our shop carries the finest dwarven swords, axes, bows.
Ah, man. Okay.
There are no enemies here. There are no enemies here.
Can you go upstairs? It's like the bank in RuneScape. Barak Bank.
There are no enemies
She
here.
runs like this. Her arms are out. What's up with that? Like she has a cart. She's an invisible cart. What's up, Evantesta?
There are no enemies here.
You know about this, huh? You know. If you know, you know.
Welcome, friend. I saw you come in. Nasty bump on the head you've got there. Something I can do for you?
Nothing. Sorry to disturb you. Sorry about that.
Welcome, friend.
Nope.
This is locked. This is locked. This is locked. This is locked. This is locked.
Yeah, jiggle it.
I can't do that here.
pretty remarkable. It really was.
Locked. 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 I can't do that. I can't do that here.
I think second player. Oh, he can talk to them. What if we just leave? We could just leave. Wow. RPG. I think you can still go in the sewers without even talking to anyone. I can't move the camera here. Ah, sewer's here. Oh, you can step on the rats. Boom, he's dead. Saw that? You can step on the mini rats. Watch, 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 watch. Yeah, are there achievements for this? That'd be crazy. That'd be cray-cray. Listen, everyone. Lend me your ears. Okay. The water effects were amazing. Still are. Still are. The people walking around talking to each other in the rain. They don't care. They don't care that they're gonna die from the flu or something. It was a different time. They got Nikes on, I heard that. Okay, alright. There's the catacombs, I see. I wonder if there's glitches for this guy. I never really looked it up. Like speedrun strats. Mika, hello? Have you played this game? You go here later in the game. Checking it out.
There are no enemies here. There are no enemies here.
I can't do that here.
I can't do that here. Me and my brother, we used to like open the map at the same time and messed it up. The co-op was awesome. Yo, now everybody's outside after I got robbed. What's up with that? Now everybody wants to chill.
There are no enemies here.
There's no enemies? Whoa! Yo, what up, though? Yo, what the freak? Medieval attire. Oh. The loincloth. It's like Back to the Future. Adam and Eve traveled through time. Yo, is that like silk, though? Yo, the girl was just... I never played as the girl. I don't think I ever did. I don't know. I'm still... I'm not sure. That's fine. That'd be the girl. It's fine.
Welcome, friend. So you come in. Nasty bump on the head you've got there.
I heard
Something I can do for you?
I hear that you're the one that found the stuffed beholder. That's not how it's stuffed. It looks like a stone. Stuffed beholder? Stuffed? You mean that was a beholder, but it shrunk? What? Oh, Elith, the bartender.
I did. I'm sure there are other things lying around down there. The elf songs sheltered many thieves and cutthroats over the years. That's probably why there's that gate to the sewers down there. There's bound to be plenty of bolt holes in the cellar and the sewers.
Bolt
I found
holes?
the beholder in one of them, in a secret door behind some barrels in the far corner of the cellar.
I'll keep an eye out for them. Farewell, Ethan. Oh wait, hold on, I need the key.
Welcome, friend. I saw you come in. Nasty bump
The
on
bartender
head
said you had the
there.
key.
I do. We locked the door to the cellar once
It's right
the
there.
rats started swarming around down there.
It's right there. Let me just.
Did you need it for something?
I need. Yeah. Asked me to take care of the tavern's rat problem. I need you to get to the sewer gate down in the cellar below. I need your key first, none of your business. Give me the key, old man. I'm gonna be evil. I'm gonna do it. Give me the key.
For your sake, I hope you're not planning to go after those thieves that attacked you.
I'm an evil woman, kind of. Anti-hero. What do you know about them?
I overheard your conversation with Aelith.
What?
Look,
So you knew.
friend,
You already knew.
You've met them once and escaped with your life. Don't test your luck twice.
Ambience, speech. Yeah, the ambience is really good. I have to find them. They stole every last coin from me, and I aim to get what I stole back. What they stole. And we need an ASMR of this bar.
Well, if the thieves won't keep you from going down there, maybe the rats will.
Rats don't concern me. Just give me the gate. What about the rats? What about them?
The smallest one's the length of my arm. Huge rats, and they're swarming all over the place down there. Vicious little monsters. Each one could kill a man. Easy.
Where'd they come from? I'm heading down there. Then I'll have to be extra careful then.
They showed up about a week ago. If those thieves that attacked you are using the sewers to move around, then they probably drove the rats out of the sewers.
They're moving out. Whatever the dangers, I'll have to be extra careful then. I'll be heading down there. I'm still heading down there because this is a game.
All right then. I won't say I didn't warn you. Here's the key to the cellar door. Don't be too long, or else I'll have to come down and get you. Oh, and before you go, take this dagger. It's not much, but it might do you some good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Before I go, Elf told me you were the one that found the stuffed beholder, though. Or I said that.
I did. I'm sure there are other things lying around.
Boom! Rusty dagger. Cellar door key. There it is. I bet, like, maybe, like, in the beta, she didn't have, like, those shorts on. And they're like, just add some shorts there, because it's really pushing the limit. Watch, I bet you. I bet you. I can't do that here. No shoes. Link. Netflix adaptation. I'm gonna tweet this. I'm gonna tweet this on Twitter. I'm gonna tweet it, man. I'm gonna tweet it. This is a good tweet. It's got potential. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Yetezo. Link. Netflix adaptation. Yep, that's good. Yep. Yeah. Posting it now. Tweeting it out. All right. There you go. Mine. You have the... Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. Wait, what? The gull? The seagull? Oh, no. Well, yeah, it used to be like that. Like, oh, next legendary will be mine, okay? Next cool sword is mine.
There are no enemies.
Have you taken care of those rats yet? Well, I'd prefer you get to it before...
Man managed to find me a bottle of Aelith's best yet?
Aelith's best yet. Every good game has a rat problem. Rat problems. Can we go in the sewers through the outside? Wait, I'm curious now. I'm curious. Scoodle up. Probably not. If she got the jiggle, I see it. I see the technology. Nope. Okay, we'll go back. That's a good song to play on guitar. Very classic tune. MT, please, the jiggle. You wanna see it? Door's open. The door is open.
I can't do that here.
There are no enemies here.
Here we are. We out here. Oh, she has fire right off the bat. That's OP. Sinja, Ranchinja. Yeah, the cool thing about this, I think the barrels stay broken. At least for a while. Classic. This is like the best game where you break the vases and loot that way. Okay. Watch this. It's like a hack. I keep respawning. Wait, does it count your deaths? It's over. No! The camera. You have to wait till both people on the screen. What if he dies? What the heck? He doesn't go after him. What's up with that? Oh, there you go. They'll pay for this. Boom. Imagine like it was 4-player. Yeah. I feel like playing single player though, because this is kind of annoying. Yeah. Yep, it's too slow this way. How do you do it? Wait, can you not leave? Oh no. I think you have to transfer them out. Oh, players. Delete. We'll get rid of them. From the game. No, don't delete them forever. G player. Wait, what? 1 player. Wait, let me see. Baldur's Gate. It's right there.
You are weary from your travels,
I'm weary.
but mesmerized at the sight of Baldur's Gate.
I'm weary.
Not only a town of myth and legend, but also a place where one can find fame and fortune round every corner. It is night as you enter the city, and it seems strangely deserted.
Yeah, why is it?
But you soon discover
Oh,
that
no.
the night holds danger as well.
Look out, man. Look out.
In an instant, that danger is upon you.
What happened?
Drawn by a haunting voice, you come to the elf song.
You come. What?
And grisly trophies. There,
I messed up big time. Alright, I should have just deleted the character. He's only level 1.
and the patrons are silent
I messed up.
as the song washes over them.
I'm getting really technical with this. Okay, you're trying to make it perfect.
All seemed lost in its
It's already ruined, though. It's ruined now. Hey, Rusty. Yep. Go back to my menu. Load the game. All right. Wait. All right. I'm gonna delete him. How do you do it? Change players. Delete. Dead. He's gone. Wait. What the heck? He's still here. What? Oh no. What happened? Wait. Delete, import. Delete. It's gone. Accept. Alright, that works. Okay, this is better. Freedom. Single player. Never really play this single player. I don't have my dagger anymore. Oh no, that's okay. Hiya. Oops. You must have a melee weapon. I got it. I got it. How are you? Good. We're playing Dark Alliance, one of my favorite games of all time. Top 10 easily. I don't know if you ever... It recently got re-released on modern consoles. Yesterday. So, pretty hyped. Dun, dun. And a month from now, Dark Alliance, the new Dark Alliance game is coming out. That's why they re-released it, I think, in hype. It's hype now. All right. Now, each character has their own thing, right? I think so. Yeah, they have special moves, unique moves. I forgot about that. What does the guy have? I don't remember. Burning Hands, Acid Arrow. He had arrow attacks, that's right. True. He was a ranger. Wait, what's that? Mordenkainen sword. Oh, right. True. Yeah, we out here though. You really gotta be aiming at them. You can't move while you're swinging. You have to stop swinging entirely. When I first got this game, my uncle bought it for us. It was $20, I think. And we didn't think anything of it, and we played it, and we're like, wow, it was the best game ever made. Boom. $20. Hint, recall potions are useful. They teleport you back, and you go back as well. I know all about it. I know all about it. Wow, guys, this is incredible. Truly. Well, I died again. Fix the sound, though. Alright, now we have a death counter. 59. 1 hour. True. Okay. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Top down. So the new Dark Alliance that's coming out would have been top down too, but they also have. I heard they got more funding, so now it's 3D. It might be better. Jump. You go faster when you jump. It's a skill. I don't know if that was intentional. They actually run around when they're on fire. They don't attack you. They're trying to save themselves. There's actually you have to actually time it to jump multiple times. You can't just spam it. Oh, I guess you can maybe. Or if you do time it, you go faster slightly. Elven Mage. Oh, the bombs. I wonder if this kills you one hit. I think it does. Rusty Battle Axe. Sweet. This game's so good. Getting a lot of vibes now from it. A lot of memories from that axe dough. The RPG-ness. Every weapon slightly better. Getting stronger. Sell the weapon at the shop. Get more money. Oh, this is a strat. You have to wait. Open it up. They come over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 3 damage. That did 3 damage. Oh, I think I pushed it over here once. Like all the way over here. Aha! They can't get you up here. Life hacks. K-style. Kill that mini rat. Even the mini rat deaths count. I think they do. You get XP for them. I think you do get XP for killing those small rats. Oh, there's one here. Whoops. There's 2. Don't hit him. Whew. All right. Instead of Zelda, I played this game. This is what we had. There's fake walls too. There's like one. There's only like one. Hey, that looks like a fake wall. This looks like a wall you can break, actually. That can't be, though. No. No, they're all like that. All the corner walls are like that. Almost hit that one. Oh, I think I brought all 4 here once. All 4 bombs. It was pretty cray-cray. Too soon.
So did. My power's too weak. My power's too weak.
Spiders are bad. Oh! No! I stink at this now. I'm nothing without my brother here. You carried the whole thing, I'm realizing. 3 deaths to Gryffindor. Well. That's okay. Now we can do the bomb strat. Wait, how far back is this? No. Uh-oh. That's okay. What time is it? Having a blast. Let me recall. Let's just recall. Zzz. Laser beam. Zzz. Where's the other guy? Nebbish.
You're back. Did you see Ethon down there?
In the cellar? No, I didn't see him.
He followed you down there not long ago, and I fear he may have gotten lost in the cellar. Or worse, he may have wandered into the sewers. I tried to stop him.
Ethon Musk. Don't worry, Aleph. I've taken care of all the rats, so he probably just got lost. I'll find him.
Thank you. But before you go, please take these coins.
Whoa!
In payment for all you've done so far.
She took them out of her
And,
bosom.
as promised, here's the key to the sewer gate.
I never noticed
Be
that.
careful down there. There are bound to be worse things than sewer rats in those tunnels.
I never noticed she took that out of there. I'll be careful. Thanks, Aleph. Sewer key. 75 gold, 200 XP. How about that?
Managed to find me a bottle of Aleth's best
Will,
yet?
will this bottle do?
Hi, it'll do me well enough. Thank you, friend. Here, have a bottle from me. No idea what the thing does, but it smells awful and it doesn't seem to have the kick I was looking for.
Thanks. Farewell. Healing potion.
Thanks for your help, friend. Let's just keep it between us, all right?
Very well. Farewell.
You're back. Did you see Ethon down?
No.
If you need something to split someone's skull, or a helm to protect your own, you've come to the right place.
Have I? Have you? Ruby? Thanks. Buy it. Masterwork staff. You can just wear anything. I like that. You can just wear any weapon. It just matters. Wait, or maybe not. You need the right
Quality
class.
and price are your chief concerns, then look no farther. You'll find my shop has...
You can wear any weapon. You just have to be the right class. It doesn't matter what level you are. That's awesome. As far as I know. What? Magic missile. Magic missile. Health regen, willpower, 5 mana. Or you can save it. Accuracy of your ranged attacks, targeting line. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. It's a special ability to have a target line. Cost 22. Fire shield. Ball of lightning cost 16. Alright. Let's get the magic missile. There it is.
There are no enemies here.
Recall back. Boom. Sweet. Woo! Oh god. Actually, it hurt. Die. This will teach you. I don't really use the shield though. Are you doing hard mode? Yes. Why? I don't know what character to choose. I don't think I ever was the girl, huh? Right, XJ? I don't remember. I think you were the dwarf, and then you were the girl later on. I like the male's lines. It's funny. I can't do that here. I don't know. The girl doesn't really have any funny lines. I was gonna do the two-player method, but it felt kind of cheap. Especially like, yeah. Isn't hard mode like really hard? We're gonna find out. I think we'll see. We'll see what happens. That makes it more exciting. Wait, did I put the death counter for the next death? I don't remember. It's pretty much. I've died 3 times. Have I died? Did I die 4? I don't remember. The class is good though for hard mode. Yeah, probably. Solo. Drizzle. There's some. That was the first time. There was a problem with the audio earlier on, but it fixed itself. The game bugged a little. Yo. Wait, did she say something when you take off her clothes? Dude, she's saying something. Look, her mouth moves. What is that? It's like a cut out dialogue. Wait, no. Oh, that's just... She does that with the gloves, too. Maybe that's removed dialogue when you remove clothing. It seems like she says something there. Why are you undressing me? True. You've died 3 times so far. Yeah, but I'm just messing around. I don't give you... Yeah, not really. I died to the monkeys, really. Mod would get rid of the slow mode. Let me see. I can give you VIP. VIP is like the same thing. I don't know. The final boss, I'm not sure if I'll be able to kill him. Oh, I'm going to do the trick. I'm going to do the trick. The 4-barrel explosion. That's classic. I remember I had to do it alone on our duo playthrough. Yeah, I died. You carried pretty much the whole game. I just realized. I'm realizing that you pretty much carried the whole game. If I can't beat this on hard mode, then that's fine. That's okay. There've been games where I've played it right until the end and I couldn't win. One of them, Chrono Trigger. You think so? Remember fighting a bit. Gear upgrades. I don't know what happened back then. Still slow-mo? Alright, I'll give you mod. I think it worked. It doesn't say. Oh! Damn, I wanted to save that. I can turn it off for you. It doesn't work still? Enable slow mode. Enable slow mode. 10 seconds. That's a lot of seconds. Alright, I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off. Oh, well, maybe I should turn it off anyway. People don't really like it. 3 seconds? I mean, I'm just gonna leave it off. Did you... mod? I'm gonna get rid of the mod, though. You can be VIP, though. That means, like, you can post links. Yeah, can't take away power from the mods feeling special now. They don't... Yeah, Fard's mod. Wait, what? You're not VIP anymore, though. Yeah, so... It looks the same. The game looks the same to me. But, yeah. I guess now it's 1080p or something. Oh, wait, I think there's a... Let me check. I think I'm still... wait, hold on. I think I messed up. I think it's at 720p. I'm 1080p nowadays. I've increased my powers. They're amazing. I wasn't even at full power. I've been streaming at 720. All right, now we'll see how good it looks. The whole time I've been playing. Yo, that guy in the beginning, that one thief, is that the voice from Codename Kid Next Door? Wait, did I die again? I don't remember. My memory's terrible. I have fish memory. Okay. Advanced alien tech for the graphics. I don't know if they're even... I don't know. If they if they're a part of the team for Dark Alliance, the new one, or they just sell it off. It seems like they are. All right, now it's at 1080, unless I have to restart the game. I could always import a new character. That didn't work. What the frick? They have a lot of HP. Challenging equals fun. Yeah. Yeah. Because we played it like 5 times, so we know. How many times do you think we played this game? I mean, yeah. Oh! Oh my gosh. It is hard. Die. Slashinja. Remember we used to run away from the light and stuff? Good time. A lot. You can import characters mid-game if you remember that. Wait, how do you do that? So right here, change players. You can just create a player. I can create a player right now. Wait, new. You just make a new character. Boom. Hey, I'm here. Was that in the game before? He doesn't do any mouth movements when you take off his clothes. Wait a minute, that's weird. Only the girl has mouth movements when you take off her clothes. Interesting. Interesting. Let's check the other guy. Just in general. She's just angry, I guess. I don't know. Kind of sus. New human. Let me see. Let's see his... Nothing. It's just her. She could be like... She reminds me of like the bartender and the final boss of the game. That was like probably the last character they made. I don't know. My pack won't hold anymore. My pack won't hold anymore. Help, help, help. Link. Dead. This is a one-woman show. Also, BRB 2 minutes. Tell me what you find out. Probably, yeah, just an animation, I guess. Alright. I'm in no rush here. Boom. That's so cool that you can just drop in and out. Import characters. You can, so you don't have to be there at the same time. Just have your if you have like siblings at home and one's not home, you can play your own games and then later on just import them to what the game you're in. And import them out when you're not there. It's not, you don't have to both be there to start the game or continue it. That's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome, bro. Sewer level 1. I kind of wish I didn't get the key first. I messed up. I messed up. That's okay. Can't go back now. I should make more save data. Hello.
What's this you've caught? A sewer rat?
Look at him. The Predator.
Don't hurt him.
He looks like the ice giant.
Lord Xantum will wish to speak to him.
Xantum.
He'll need to be in the best of health. Ah, excellent. I was expecting you. Did you receive the package from Lord Xantum?
The orb.
I did. And I have it with me.
And you know where it is bound?
Bojack. Oh crap.
He told me to take it to the crypts and place it within the Chamber of Ashes there.
Chamber of Secrets, you mean?
Excellent. The entrance you seek lies on the level below past the sewer grates. Let no one see you enter the temple and do exactly as you have been instructed. Now be on your way. I will return for the prisoner later. Guard him well.
This guy's so cool. Just to be offed later on. That guy was awesome. Thief Guild leader. Alright. We're here. The rats. Oops. I actually stopped you from doing it. I remember the sound effects. Is this a moral decision? Okay. That's a lot of rats. The bow. 2, 3. Nope. Padded boots. Stronger, better. Stronger, better. Who dat? Thanks to the host, Boss Sauce. Thank you so much, Boss Sauce.
My power's too weak.
Use the potions. This is literally Dungeons and Dragons. I know you were playing Dungeons and Dragons. The RP. I'm gonna save. I'm making a different save. What up?
My power's too weak. Sold it.
Oh, there's a lot of monkeys there. I remember like dying here a lot. Ah! No. What did you find out? Nothing. There's a secret wall. Predator cutscene with the guy from Kids Next Door voice actor. Father. The monkeys are here. This is the part where I died a lot, I think. They got arrows. No, he sounds like it. And also, I think this girl is from Rugrats. I forgot her name. She's one of the characters from Rugrats. Voice actor, I'm pretty sure. When you're idle, she says something. But I'm not going to wait that long. Rocky Road. Nice. All I have is almond or pistachio ice cream. Remember we shared the items? We were like, okay, you take that. The next sword is mine. Oh, we just jump and take it. What's good, King? Yeah, we're role-playing Dungeons and Dragons, Baldur's Gate. Alright, it's open, it's open. Yeah, oh yeah, like one chest was yours, one chest was mine. Boom. Epic cutscene. The Moon Clan. The monkeys are dead. Never played any of these. Well, I recommend it if you have a co-op partner, especially, because you can just hop in and out. You don't your co-op partner doesn't even have to be there to continue your game, or you can start your own game, level it up, then come back. Oh no. Okay, they're missing. Doesn't matter. Woo! When it comes to approaching encounters, can do a lot of strategy. Oh, you do die instantly if... Oh, it hurts. Woo! Actually hurts. You have to go this way. They make you fight the rats. It's such a... That's so abusive. I mean, the monkeys were harder. The sewers just sound like fire. Whenever there's like a trap, it just sounds like that. That's the sound effect they use for traps. The other one flanked. One of us attacked. Yo, it reminds me. This just makes me think of Champions of Norath. They went even harder on that. Oh, I remember this part. Yeah. This game, though. For Rizzle. Oh, the jellies. I remember the dwarf was like down with you. What did the other guy say? Stay down. Oh no! Oh, that was close. I could use this. Oh man. Just feed the mana. That's the best way. It actually hurt. They actually do hurt. Burning hand. So sometimes you just get too banged. Toxic word. Burning hands. Oh, the Pog? I typed, oh, okay. Yeah, people don't like that either. Yeah, what's down there? They can make a whole game on what's down there. SHT. Facts, no.
My power's too weak.
Die. Oh, he's alive. He's not even fighting. Is that even a monkey? It's like a demon. I think it's just a demon. Yo, he's not even fighting though. Changed so much for workers now. Oh yeah, there's like a movement going on. Finally. Yo, he's not even fighting me anymore. He's peaceful. Oh, now you want to fight. Okay. You truly are the lowest form of scum. I forget, honestly. I saw that on Twitter or Reddit, one of those. It only had 5K likes, though. But maybe, yeah. I had a feeling of quitting my job, too, and doing that. Because, like, yeah, it's not enough But so maybe everyone had the same idea. It was like everyone had the same thoughts. Camp? We used to, oh yeah, we used to RP here. Like, okay, time to RP, we're camping, dropping the weapons. Alright, gotta dry the clothing off. Alright, we're gotta go to sleep here. I forgot about that. Time to go to sleep. I would die if there was no, if I saved recently, but I haven't saved. That'd be funny. Just when she dies, she just planks on the floor straight up. Are they cooking a human? I might actually die. All right, time to go. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot we did that. Oh, I'm not gonna. Do I wear this? Oh God. Well, she still looks cool from afar. Your death sometime. Yeah. I will. Is there one coming up? The map. There's one right there. This doesn't count. I also like that the world is still going on when you die. It doesn't matter if you die. Like, everyone just moves on. Yeah, I want to make that a GIF. I also want to make the one when you spin the fire around a GIF. This. Like, stuff like that. GIF. Naked run. Naked hard mode. This game doesn't have a Twitch picture. Oh, you're supposed to move the box. What if I don't move the box? I think you have to. Oh, I remember I kept dying here. Pretty much every area I died a lot. Eldritch. Is that the girl? Eldritch. Mechanics. The final boss? They can't get me. Oh! This could be bad. Ah! Alright, chill. No fair. Oh, I can get it from here. New strat. No way. What? Oh, that's cheating, though. I never did this before. Oh, this feels dirty. It's like you're basically 1v1ing them. Wow. RuneScape practice. The one hit strat. Monkey. If he hits me, I'm dead. Oh shoot. I could probably get stuck here if I'm not careful. Ah! Oh. Oh. Ah, mama! Oh. The jump strat. I don't think they can catch me if I jump run. Was jump run intentional? I don't think it was. Yo, he has so much HP. I'm dead. Four deaths. That's okay. Alright. Let's try this. Ah! Oh no. Oh, okay. That counts. That counts. I tried. Alright. I guess we have to use the box. They really stun you. It stuns you a little. The box strand. I almost missed this chest. It's funny how you can just miss a chest and then come back when you're like level 50 and you pick up a level 1 dagger. Okay, oh, you're supposed to, oh, I messed up already. It's over. Ow! Yeah. You could, yeah. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be live though. Special occasion, 1 more hour maybe at most. 1 more hour. So, if you want, I'm down. The trolls. We can turn back slow mode on. I could do that. I can do that if it ever gets too crazy. Oh, the XP. That XP is taking a long time to get back up. Alright, so I pulled all the levers. It's open. The rats. I think I remember you waking me up at like 8 a.m. to play this. Like early in the morning. Where I'm sitting right now is like pretty much where we sat when we played this game. It's the same place. 20 years later, however long it's been. Same place. I wonder where I'll be in 20 years. Same thing, just the same game, same place, position. All the time. Just play solo. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I'll just play something. You play solo. The Switch release of this game got delayed for some reason. It was like, well, this game has a weird sound issue. We're not going to release this. PS4's like, release, who cares? And boom. Well, the sound issues never happened again after that first time. Like, all the sounds just slowly muted. All the jumping sound effects. The barrel breaking sound effect. Okay. What's the strat? This guy. I kind of want to buy on the Switch and play with my other brother. I don't know, that would be kind of weird though. It would take forever. Maybe. How many sales on the Switch? Yeah. Mario Kart alone. Mario Kart. So that's good that's on the Switch though. That's good for Dark Alliance. People can play that. People can experience this game who never did. Who don't have a PS2. And yeah. even emulators didn't really run well with this. It couldn't handle it. Or maybe that was because the computers were old. I never tried in the current gen. Perfect game. But the whole family could just gather around, play Dark Alliance after dinner. What's this? Wait, it's circled around? Oh, okay. This game's a masterpiece, I think. Is it? It might be. It is. 2001. Wow. When The Matrix came out in 1999, I think. Or 2000. Whoa, he's still alive. I forgot. I have to kill that guy. It's on. What if I just save here right when he's next to me and I keep dying? Let's try it. This is not counting. It's not going to count. And go. Okay. This could be bad. Oh, watch. He stood still when you load like a different save. What the frick? 100% random. All right, let's go. Block. Blocking is like actually useful in this game. This is how you're supposed to fight him, but we never fought him like this, I think. Or like one person blocked. Oh no. Oh! That counts. It counts. Alright, we gotta kill this guy right now. We gotta kill him. Oh, you're doing it. Wow. Are you recording it? Dude, he's too good. Okay. No. He's too good. Wow. He's so powerful. Oobity-go. There's gotta be a way to kill this guy. Is this straight? Oh, maybe. Okay. It's like guns. Oh. Just circle him. He misses by the time you get there. He has so much HP. Die! Pick up all his loot. Quickly. I have a lot of stuff. I can't tell if that's better. The newer games spoil you. It's like, it tells you exactly how much better it is. Thanks for the follow, Bloodshedder. 1989. They're fun games. I plan to just play them. No commentary. That's cool. That could be the future. We're going back to the old ways. Just no commentary. Just natural. Like... natural. Especially with a long game like that, like you can't be constant talking. No comment. Yeah, me too. Immersion. Full immersion. Background Legends. I hope that comes out re-release like this game did. I'm sure it will. Sometime. In genuine reactions. Mm-hmm. There was a video earlier of someone playing Resident Evil Village and they just didn't react at all to this jump scares. Like, yeah. Oh, another one of these guys. How the heck am I supposed to kill him again? This is a lot harder with solo. It really is. Oh. There's only a limited number of enemies. So you have to really... Oh my. This is actually crazy. Oh, the weapon rack. Oh, the bow and arrow. I could use the bow and arrow. I think I have to. The tent. We used to RP that. The RP. It's not a game anymore. How do you switch to the... There it is. Random variations. Yeah. Maybe like a system where if you kill enough of them, it completely wipes out the people there. Extinguish life there. Or extincts, makes them extinct. Yeah, this is not gonna work. You have to have like perfect aim. Oh my god. This ain't gonna work. I'm gonna die eventually. The jump strat. Okay, we're gonna rush. We're gonna just kill the monkeys first, then worry about that big guy. They fall when you hit them. That's pretty cool. They didn't have to make them fall. Like, that's like an extra detail they didn't have to add in. Gears 1 and 2. Even the ambient sounds. Classic. It's really it really makes you feel like you're in a sewer. This is a really nice sewer, though. This is a nice sewer. What'd she say? It's creepy as hell. Indeed. Monkeys. Oh. I might die. Hey! Go back. The spear guys. No. Okay, I'm out of mana. Oh no. This is interesting. Oh, they run too. Oh, save here. You can just save right there. Old game design. We're doing good. How am I gonna kill the dragon? No way. There's no way. This is not gonna be good. I might have to start a new playthrough eventually and level up another character. We'll see. Probably. That's like the worst case scenario. He fell when I shot him with fire. No room for that. I remember everything. Recall. Yo, we thought the same thing. We didn't.
Did you see Ethan?
We didn't know that till like later. I think like the recall potion. I remember like I don't think we knew about the recall potion till later on.
We have many fine
We always
deals.
walked back, didn't we?
What are you looking for?
Wait.
Our shop carries the finest dwarven weapons.
Oh, we
Brought here
recall
all the way from
potioned,
the Sunset
and we
Mountains.
couldn't go down the hole in the vampire's lair.
Axes, bows. We
had to restart the whole game?
Right here.
What?
If you need something to split
Oh, I think I
someone's
remember
skull
that.
Or a helm to protect your own.
That's.
You come to the right place.
We should tweet them and say that. I don't think they patched that. Probably not.
If quality and price are your chief concerns, then look no farther. You'll find my shop has excellent weapons at reasonable
No prices. We know all those quotes.
Oh, friend.
It
I
seems
think the smell of the
sewers have
has
taken a liking to you. What a dick. Oh, I sold that. I meant to equip that.
Many fine deals.
What are you looking for? Yeah, we did have to restart the whole game, didn't we? We could have just imported our character. I don't know if we did. Did we delete our character? I don't think we did. No way. Remember we kept our default clothing? Am I going to do that now? Probably not. Now I will.
Our shop carries the finest dwarven weapons.
Wait, I think I already sold
Brought
it.
here all the way from the Sunset Mountains.
0 coins. They don't want that.
Swords, axes, bows. We have everything you need right here.
Everything. Everything. I want to sell this or what?
If
Ruby.
quality and price are your chief concerns, then look no farther. You'll find my shop has
Ethon.
excellent
Why is his name
weapons at
Ethon, though?
reasonable prices.
Why? I should buy one of these, huh? This would help. You know, I'm having trouble killing him.
Oh, friend. I
The
think
flaming
smell of the
longsword, yo.
sewers has taken a liking to you.
Hold on. I forgot about that.
We have many fine deals.
The
What are you
chain.
looking for?
The Hogwarts chainmail. Yeah, I remember these gloves. The purple gloves. The purple align. The...
Our shop carries the
Shut up!
finest dwarven weapons. Brought here all the way from the Sunset Mountains.
This guy won't shut up. Do I save up or buy us the spear now? The staff? No, I'm not buying it. I'm cheap. Hey, who's this guy?
Well met, friend. It's good to
This
see
guy's
a
kinda
new
weird.
face in the elf song. Please have a seat, share a drink. My name's Ipswich. And what brings you to Baldur's Gate?
Someone hit me in the head. I had thought to seek my fortune here, but what little fortune I had was taken from me when I entered the gate.
Ah, sad tale, friend. My heart goes out to you. Seems Baldur's Gate has not been treating its visitors well of late. I, too, am a stranger here.
This guy's sus. Why did you come here? Baldur's
Well,
Gate.
I came to pay my respects at the Shrine of Suffering, the local temple run by the priests of Ilmater.
Ilmater.
But I came to find the temple sealed, and no one answered my summons. I had a terrible feeling that something was wrong inside, but I did not know what.
Why did you wish to visit the shrine?
My brother's bones lie within the crypts beneath the shrine. I'd hoped to pay my respects at his grave and take back with me his
Can
medallion.
we can go there now? No way.
It was always his intention that it be passed on through our family, and now that I have a little one of my own, I wish my child to have the medallion. But now I do not know what to do, so I sit here, drink, and wait for the shrine to awake.
Little one, you're like 70. If I can find a way into the shrine, I'll see if I can find it though. Your brother's too.
Ah, it's good to see you again, friend. How fares your travels?
Tell me again.
Well, I came to pay my respects at the Shrine of Suffering, the local temple run by the priests of Ilmater. It was all...
Monkeys.
Monkeys.
case. So he was down there probably fighting them. Waltmeyer. Wait, I think if you leave this room, you can't use the recall potion. Like once you leave a loading area, you can't. Oh. All right. I guess I'll use range. I'm not gonna be the arrow guy, so I don't have the lightning power. Arrow powers. The arrows. Just pick it up. The boxes, a bunch of boxes. I have to go back and kill that other guy. I have to remember that. Who is this? Oh my god, it's even bigger guy. Oh, wait, no, it's the same guy. Oh! No more potions! This is where it gets really bad. No more potions. That's not good. That's not good. I might not even spend money on a weapon. I might just be potions. That's a death. I'm gonna die a lot, aren't I? I do have this. He chases you to like the ends of the earth, this guy. Oh man, that hurts. He must have a limit. He's gotta have a limit. This is gonna be the whole game. Wow. He doesn't stop. It's not about how much distance you get, it's how long you run away from him. Oh. This could work. He can't move the boxes, but I can. That's something I can exploit. I think there's another guy there. Or did... I don't remember. I think I skipped a room. I need to go back. Yeah. Homing missile. No way. Is it a homing missile? Kind of. He's stuck. He's actually stuck. All right, new technique, new technique. Do they get stuck there, like, actually? Wow. I don't think we've ever done that one. Never did that before. That's a strat that will come in handy for sure later. Worn staff. Worn staff. Was there another room I missed? I skipped. I need to check. I gotta check. I have to check. I think it was where that thing was. Or did I kill him? I think I killed him. But my memory's terrible. I think I did. Yeah. For sure I did. Oh, the chest I didn't open. Watch out for that. Those chests, though. Six per second, 14 per second energy. 3 to 6 damage. Wait, what? That's terrible. But it's range. Ranged. Mm-hmm. This way. The other way first. That's like the main camp, I think. Those 3 camps. This is like, I think this is where the prison is. The prisoner. The jellies killed him, I think. Is that what happened? The lore here? Is that the lore? Wait, what is here? I forgot. It's a boss coming up. What is it? A dog? What is this? A giant rat. Okay. I'm kind of scared. It should be fine. How many health potions do I have? Yo, I haven't leveled up in a minute. This is actually really hard. One to 4. Wow. There's no cutscene. It's just big rat. Woo. Sheesh. Sheesh. Yo. That's it. No one likes you. Oh, God! Damn it. Died to the rat. Died to the rat. Died to the rat. I died to the rat. Don't tell your mother. Alright. Fork on my sack. Well, butter my biscuit. It's a pop box. Alright, let's go straight to the rat. Make sure he dies first. Dude! Okay. I want to play hardball rat. The rat's too powerful. They need to nerf the rat. Nerf the rat, guys. Yo, Drizzle wouldn't have a problem with this. What's his name? Drizzle? Denzel Washington character. You can play as Denzel Washington now. Maybe this is how you're supposed to do it. I never really ran through these corridors with the rat chasing me. He got stunned a couple times. try the fire. That's a lot of ones. That's a lot of ones. Damn. Boom. Die. Alright, the rat's dead. Rat boss defeated. Mini boss. It's like a mini boss. It's like, that might be the only giant rat in the game. I don't think there's any more. I love gold. A lot of corner pieces. This is like a map. It looks like a map creator. Like someone made that. Like Gears of War map. Make the dungeon. This game could have been like, you can make a Mario, you can make like Mario Maker. RPG Maker. Or like Dark Alliance. Dark Alliance. Alright. 2021, I can't believe that. Usually it says like 2005. I still have the old saves. I'm hitting someone. Who am I hitting? What the heck's going on? Oh, there's a cutscene here. What the heck? How about no? Wait, I kind of want to see what happens if I just... If I keep ranging them. Would one of the monkeys die? Probably. What if he dies? No, they don't die. What if I do this? Well made. Let me load my game though. I wasted my stuff. Wasted my ammo. Double. Triple. Quadruple. Quadruple jump. Spin. That one monkey's like, what? Very satisfying. The gold. All right. Good physics. The Bugbear. Chieftain. Chieftain. Warlord. Gaming Warlord. Chieftain. What up, no? Anyone here? Anyone here?
This is locked.
It's locked. Locked.
This is locked. This is locked.
Yo, he's getting hurt. No way. He actually has like a damage thing.
This is locked.
Now that's funny. Now that's funny. Ah, well, the secret place. You can't go in there now, right? Yeah. You can see it's like hollow. You can see there's a circle around that. It's like a secret wall later on. Don't tell anyone. I think the sound's low quality here. Bugbear. The only thing that's remastered is the texts. The text font. But it's cool. Even if it is true. It's probably not. It's probably HD. 1080p. 1080p though. And it's ported. Like, not everyone has a PS2 anymore. Let alone the game. It's not sold. Discontinued game. Now it's back. It's back in digital form. Billions of people can play it. How do you kill that rat? In the cage. Can't you kill him? I think a special, a certain attack does it. Yo, how am I gonna kill this guy? There's no way. Uptown. Oh no! No way. Mama! Oh. Oh, oh, oh. He's stuck. He's stuck. Yes.
My power's too weak.
Damn. That works. That works. Boom. She said something at the same time she said something, the music cued in and the sound effect for picking up something. So I didn't hear anything she said. She said, "This is something. You found a prison cell key on the bugbear." What the hell's a bugbear? He's dead. That monkey's just going in a circle. Look at him. Is he bugged? Is he bugbear? He's not even... Yeah, he's glitched. These edibles ain't crap. He's actually not fighting. He is just in a circle. I've never seen this before. Walking with the monkey. Cannon. He jump on his head? He's peaceful. He's a peaceful monkey. Well, once you kill bugbear, maybe they're just peaceful, or they're just bugging out. This guy's stuck. Nope. Uptown. No. What? Glitch fort? I never did that before. Interesting. So it should work on this side too, theoretically. Then you can go on there. Nope. People just finding ways to glitch it more. Yo, I thought you can kill this rat. I'm pretty sure you can. I think with the hammer. I'm not sure. Burning Hands, level 2. Increases your health regen, 5 mana. This actually matters since it's hard mode. Accuracy, targeting. I don't know. Burning Hands again? Is there like a reskill potion? I don't know. Fireball jutsu. I have to kill this guy. We can't just let him walk out of here. I'll get back to him.
Thank the gods you're here. Any longer and I'd be sitting in some kobold's belly.
Kobold. Kobolds. That's a kobold? Eleth told me you'd followed me down into the cellars, Ethan. I'm glad I found you.
Well, after I gave you the cellar door key, I felt guilty about letting you head down here without help, so I followed you down. No sooner do I get down here than I'm surrounded by those yapping kobold devils, and they haul me to this cell and lock me in.
But the door to the sewers was locked. How did you get down here?
There's an entrance to the sewers from the street, and I used that. I knew about it from my days when I was in the guild. The old guild, not the new one.
Not the new one. There was another entrance, so I didn't need to go to the cellars at all. You're a thief? Which one should I say? There was another entrance the whole time?
No. But I was hoping that maybe the rats would discourage you from chasing those thieves. I was worried the thieves would kill you.
Well, they did multiple times. You said before you used to be in the Thieves Guild, so you're a thief.
Retired. That life's behind me. Still, I've kept a bit of what I've learned, and it might help you now.
And what you stole? What do you mean?
I managed to pick this key off the chieftain you killed.
The chieftain?
I think it unlocks a gate deeper in the sewers.
Gates?
If you're still aiming to catch those thieves that robbed you, then you'll need it. While I was locked up here, I overheard some of the thieves from this new guild.
They robbed me?
A mission. And that's what I heard. I don't know what that thief was carrying, but it can't have been good.
The orb.
If you want to stop whatever deviltry they've got planned, then you'll need to head deeper into the sewers and find that thief.
The chieftain. I'll find him. Give me the key and I'll head deeper.
All right then, I don't need to tell you to be careful. I'll meet up with you at the Elf Song Tavern later on.
He said
Come find me when you found that thief and what he was carrying. I'll try to dig up some of my old contacts and see if they can tell me anything about these thieves that could help you out.
All right. Farewell, Ethan. Cutscene for walking away. Special. Ethan, the strut. Ethan got that strut going on. He's like, bruh, watch me leave. Watch me not look back. Ethan! Who wins in a fight? Hamburger or Pillsbury Doughboy? Oh, Hamburger Helper. Hamburger Helper's hand is a hand. Is Master Hand from Smash Brothers probably his son or something? Pillsbury Doughboy. Whatever. Probably the hand is too powerful. Hand's too powerful. Oh, I messed up. I shouldn't have saved there. I messed up. Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna try to rush it to the door. Not doing it. What the heck? You're doing something. Trying to buy a PS4?
This is locked.
Why is her death animation like that? She's planking. PS4. Trying to buy that PS4 though. Wait, where am I? Oh yeah. Play that. I'm surprised you don't have a Switch. Miss Animal Crossing, Smash Brothers, other games. They're coming out the Switch Pro later or something, like 4K one. Or that's what I've heard. Yeah, we used to RP, man. We were bored. We had nothing else to do, really. We really had nothing. We RP'd in this game. I almost forgot about that. Yo, who's this now? Osala.
Please, leave me be. I want no trouble.
We did it. We were just having fun. Are you alright? Very well then.
Please, leave me. I've been waiting for someone, but I fear I wait in vain.
Oh, she sounds like the girl from Rugrats too. I think it's the same voice actor. Is that the sound in-game, or is it IRL? I think it's in-game. Who? I have no time for this. I must take my leave. Farewell. I have no time for games. Farewell. Who?
My man, Kissin.
My man.
Just gone on an expedition into the north to a place called Battle of the Bones, where the dead still walk.
Kissin. What?
He has a talent for the shadowy arts, and he had been asked to recover an item, an orb.
Oh, it's that guy.
And then bring it here to Baldur's Gate. The amount of money he was being offered was
That's
more than
him?
either of
You
us
like that
had
guy?
ever seen.
No way. He dies like a terrible death. He like gets frozen in a weird state.
When I spoke to him about the
Spoilers.
expedition, however, he was acting strangely, almost dazed, as if he'd been hypnotized or
Oh, he's
charmed.
hypnotized.
He was obsessed with finding this orb for his new employer.
Explosions. New
We
employee.
had agreed to meet here in the Elf Song should anything happen. But it's been almost 3 nights now, and I have seen no sign of him. I fear for the worst. I fear that the orb he recovered may have done something horrible to him.
Yo, her top is clipping. If I should see or hear of Kissin, what's up with the names of this game? I will let you know.
Please, leave me be.
Ah, it's good to see you again, friend.
I forgot. Does this guy talk, or is he just always like this? I don't remember. I think he does talk later.
Thanks for the rescue down in the sewers, friend. I feel like a right fool for not heeding my own advice and staying clear of that place. Here are a few coins as a way of thanks. An old trinket of mine from my younger days. It's not much, but it may be of use to you.
Maybe. Thanks, Ethan.
Did you find that thief who was running around in the sewers?
Not yet. I'm still looking. I'll return when I've found him. I'm in it of dexterity.
Welcome back, friend. And thanks again for that rescue down in the sewers. Did you find that thief who was running around down there?
A trinket. No, have you found anything out about the thief? I'm still looking. Before I go, Aleph told me you were the one who found the beholder in the cellars.
I did. I'm sure there are other things lying around. Welcome back, friend. And thanks again for that rescue down in the sewers.
You're not supposed to?
Did you find that thief who was running around down there? I'm still keeping my ear to the cobbles, friend, but nothing yet. I'll let you know when I hear anything. You do the same if you discover anything.
So that statue behind him is actually a stuffed enemy, like it was a living thing before? Or maybe it was a statue. Grizzly trophy. It's a grizzly trophy. It's trash. It's sold. Dexterity +1. Wow. You don't see it. She's saying something. She has veneers on. when you reach age 30, you have to get veneers. This is part of the tradition. It's a pattern I'm noticing. 24, 74, 2, 1. Worn leather. Why is that more? I don't know. Okay. Wait, I don't know. He found... Wait, what? I thought he stuffed it.
Welcome back, friend. And thank... I did. I'm sure there are other things lying around down there. The elf songs sheltered many thieves and cutthroats over the years. That's probably why there's that gate to the sewers down there.
So I think she said he stuffed it. No way.
Thank you for finding Ethan. He told me what happened down in the sewers.
Yo. No problem.
Here's some coins for your trouble.
Yo, her...
Please, you're welcome to rest here anytime, no
Dude,
charge.
her top is like steel armor. It's shining. Thank you. I appreciate the hospitality. Someone said like he stuffed it.
Welcome back. Something I can get for you.
Oh, here we go. Watch. What's above the fireplace?
That's a stuffed beholder.
A stuffed beholder.
A small version of the species, I'm told.
A small version
Not that I've seen
of the
yet.
species.
One of my regulars, Ethan, found it in the cellar.
Look at that. A stuffed beholder. A small version of the species. No way. Why would they stuff it?
They're also called eye tyrants, if that name's any more familiar to you.
The lore.
Beholders are beasts that float above the ground and
The lore.
can cast terrible spells from their eyes. Evil things. I wouldn't want to meet one, and neither would you.
I'm sure we won't.
Welcome back. Something I can get
Can
for
you tell me anything about the Thieves Guild?
Word is they're responsible for the murder
Oh, you already told me
of two
that.
city watchmen and the,
They killed 2 people.
Welcome back.
How's he doing?
He's doing well. He's been talking about you quite a bit. He's impressed with your skill, and he's a hard man to impress.
He's a hard man. In
Welcome
game.
back. Something I...
It's a stuffed beholder. Maybe that's a mistype or something. Maybe it's a miss thingy, but that's possible. It turns to stone, or it looks like it's stone.
Welcome back, friend. And thanks again for that rescue down in the sewers.
The teeth
Did you
look
find
real.
that thief who was running around down there?
The eye.
I did. I'm sure there are other things
Bolt
lying
holes.
around down there.
Or whatever.
Swords, axes, bows. We have everything you need right here.
The flaming sword is the way to go
If you
here.
need something to split someone's skull, or a helm to protect your own, you'll come to the right place.
That's just more money because it's like Tanner. What the heck? Worn. That's just RP in itself. The only difference is
Quality
the
and
color.
price are your chief concerns,
Oh, we know the
then
armor.
Look no farther. You'll find my shop has excellent weapons at reasonable prices.
It's like slightly different. This is a different style. They didn't have to add that. Unless that's what it looks like when you wear it. Let me see. Nope. That's weird. It has like a different image.
Whoa, friend.
You smell like
I think
poop.
the smell of the sewers has taken a liking to you. We have many
What a way to
fine
greet your
deals.
customer.
What are you looking for?
You smell. Want to buy some stuff?
Our shop carries the finest dwarven weapons.
Wait,
Brought
that-
here all the way from the Sunset Mountain.
I think that axe was good. Yo, can I not wear this? I'm not the dwarf.
Swords, axes, bows. We have everything you need right here.
I could just save this for my other character. Kill him. If you saw earlier, when that guy was in the jail cell, I was flaming him, and he actually was taking damage.
If you need something to split someone's skull, or a helm to protect your own, you'll come to the right place.
Almost. One more K. Remember, like, you give me weapons to sell and stuff. Wait, like you buy a weapon then drop it. The loading is much faster. That's cool about the future. Let me try to flame him and see if he dies. Wait, I'm far back. The armor. Evil story. Kill the whole town. Well, I picked the evil dialogue option for him warning me not to go in the dungeon. I said, just give me the key, old man. Wait, oh, he's already out here. No way. Not this one. I'm curious. I have to do this. You can actually speedrun the game. How far can you get without, like, dying? Without killing anyone? There's got to be a speedrun of this game. Oh. What? He's not taking damage now? Oh, there it is. Or is that the wall? The wall's taking damage.
This is locked. This is locked. This is locked.
Alright, what was I doing? She runs weird. She runs like she has her arms like that. Why? Could be an injury. Wait, was there someone there? No. Oh. No statue there. Varrock Square before there was a statue. Loading. Alright, we're dead. I have like no... I'm not buying anything, so I'm... Oh, I remember this, yeah. New one. That's like the best save effect ever. It feels like it's refreshing everything. Whoops. I load that. That's a waste. Oh. Wait, okay. No, I did it again. Let me just do this first. Alright. Oh, we need it. Yeah. Oh no. It's stuck in the wall. It's not even gonna kill him though. That's the thing. Are these the kobolds? Koboldos? The kobolds, or they? What is this called? The beast bears. It's kind of crazy they can fit through this door. Oh, they think I'm inside. I didn't even open the door. Strats. Oh my god! Alright, that counts. That counts. Because I didn't expect it. I didn't expect dying there. It wasn't like I didn't plan on it. I don't loot yet. Don't loot yet. Let me just open a door. Open the door, let him in. Perfect shot. Now what? This is like a different looking guy. This'll teach you. The flaming sword's coming up. I'll save that. Two of them. That's pretty good. Is the way? Ah. You can. It's gotta be like perfect. Oh no. Oh. 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 Ah! Okay, frick. I was trying to block. Her death is so weird. Why does she plank like that? Why? Who decided that? Oh, no time. Oh no. I didn't expect this. Oh, now they're out of sync. Damn it. I think I might have to do away with the death counter. It's too tough to maintain. If I keep dying. Alright, I have a new plan. He's coming. One I could take. Oh. You can attack right after his animation starts. Nope. You can't double hit. You can't double tap it. Or else it'll do double. Okay. Save there. That's legal. You could save. Just keep saving. That could be bad though. Dude, I keep doing that. Okay, they say stuff when you're critical. Oh, he does a faster attack sometimes. I wasted a lot of health there. That's okay, I guess. What's up, Tide? What's up? What's up with you? What's up with you? I'm playing Dark Alliance. Can't get much better than this, honestly. It can't get much better than this. Have you played this one? It's a banger. Oh my god, there's 2 more of them. Hard mode. Welcome to hard mode. The real battle has just begun. Oh my god. I'm stuck. I could have got out of that, but I gave up. I gave up mid-battle. Yeah, okay. You can do the block technique. As long as it takes. As long as it takes. This is it. This is a challenge I've never attempted, really. Hard mode. I don't know. First, hard mode. First playthrough hard mode.
This'll teach you.
Critical. What if I do this? Whoops. What? Okay, that is, all right, that counts. I switched to my bow? That's what happened. But yeah, that counts. That counts. That was my fault. Yo, Tide Raido. What the heck? You were just chatting. You were scoping me out, weren't you? Tide, I'm curious now. What the heck were you playing? WTF, mate? Oh, we played Dark Alliance. Yo, what up? No. Yo, you already know Dark Alliance people are the coolest guys. People who know about Dark Alliance. They know. They know what's up. Yeah. I was like, it was such a coincidence that this game came out the same day as Resident Evil Village. This is how we do it now. I've never played like this before. The block slash. That's pretty good. That could be the strat right there. That's it. That's way faster. And that's happened before. Not a vibe. Gotta make sure you don't have follower-only chat. Noted. We had slow-mo like 5 minutes ago. Or like an hour ago. Noted. Duly noted. That's happened before. Yeah, it's a weird vibe. I understand that. Sure. You can always unfollow after you chat. But yeah. Alright, let's see. That's actually good. The fire strat. Oh no. How am I alive? Woo! Yeah, that's weird. I never played like this before. That happened before. So, what do you think about Dark? What's your thoughts on the remastered? I mean, the re-release. What do you think? What do you think? I was gonna replay this anyways, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I put it off because I had no idea. This came out of nowhere. So, if I beat it quick enough, I'll play Dark Alliance 2. I don't think I've ever played it, that one. Champions of Norrath and Champions of Norrath 2 I played, I'm pretty sure. Then there's Combat Arms, which I don't even know which one. I don't know which ones I played anymore. Oh god, there's another one. That's like what, 10 damage each? I'm not invulnerable there. I've been begging for a remaster for years. Yeah, like the day before, even though they said it's out now. That was a debacle as well. There's a problem with the Switch version, apparently. I wonder if it'll come to Steam, though. Oh! Probably not. I hope so, though. So what platform are you playing it on? Damn! $15 deaths. 1:30 a.m. Asterisk. What's the asterisk about? What is that? What does that mean? What does that mean? Is that like an extra space? Dude, I'm curious. I want to start up my PS2 and see the year that we last played this. Like, it would take like 10 minutes. Oh, I have to find the wire for the PS2. I have the PS2. 2008, yeah. Yeah. And the power, you have to find the power cord. It's all there still, probably. What was I doing? Why does it have an asterisk? That's kind of scary. Might be your current... Oh, maybe. Maybe. Or maybe there's no... I'm guessing because there's no room. Well, there's one less... there's one less number there. But maybe. That's probably it, too. Oh, no. I don't need two of them. We're dead. But I have to try to... Oh, this works. Why they gotta be together like that? Oh. No, he's coming over here. What the freak? Oh, this is not foolproof. There might be a better way. Oh yeah, I think that does mean that. Oh yeah, you're right. When you can't even block, they just hit right through it. I'm heading off. All right, thank you, Tide. I appreciate it. I'll pass it on to another Dark Alliance guy. Don't worry. So I'll pass the torch when I'm done. The Jello. Oh yeah. Dude, I don't know. This hard mode's actually kind of exciting because it's new. Like I've never really tried this. I don't remember. Probably not though. Okay, well, hold on. Having fun yet? Oh, it reaches. Wow. See, I don't have to be next to them. That's probably the last thing we did. And co-op. Yeah, probably for sure. Drizzle. By the time you get Drizzle, like you're already tired of the game. It's like, well, I'm Drizzle now. I'll play later. Then you never play. What's his name? Is it Drizzle? Drizzle. I should be getting off too. But I'm having too much fun now. It is Saturday night. Oh my god, the jellies. Dude, they move fast. What the heck? Okay, I don't remember them moving this fast. What the heck? They look actually really cool, and this is HD. They look, circular. Okay. That works. strat. That's the strat right there. That's it. That's a lot of ones. That's awesome. I don't notice graphic upgrades. There might not be. I don't know. I'd like to like read into like the differences in this game. The re-release, if there are any. I think, yeah, I don't know. There's gotta be. I think they just raised the resolution. Like whatever that entails. They moved the slider up. Like they probably had to compress a lot of stuff for the PS2. So now it's not compressed. Like remember we played it on a TV. So it was probably stretched. Blurry, more blurry. There's gotta be like a comparison video out there. Have the sub mode on. Dang. Yo, I actually, yeah, it's a good. That could be interesting. Cause everyone, usually people just ask you like the same thing, like, oh, you still play League? You still play League? Sub mode, no. At least when they ask you that, they pay $5. $5 to ask you if you play League anymore. Or have it so whenever someone types League or play League, a video link pops up and says no. Alright, here we go. This is the strat. There's a lot of jellies though, so it's gonna take forever. I'm okay with this though. How far can I get? The blue jellies. What's the hardest thing that's gonna come up? I don't remember much. Dude. The tower that you can't leave from? That's probably where I'm gonna die forever. Oh, Drizzle you can't save. Drizzle doesn't have the right to save. Poor Drizzle. He's basically Geralt the Witcher. Oh god. I never knew like this was like, oh, okay, we're good. I never knew these characters were like part of Dungeons and Dragons. I thought they were like unique to this game or something. Like apparently like the eye thing is a Dungeons and Dragons character. That reoccurring. I never knew it was like part of Dungeons and Dragons. We were playing Dungeons and Dragons this whole time. What if our uncle never bought this game for $20? Why did he choose this game? That's so random. Adventure game. That box art though. No, she is the main character. The girl is on the box art, unless that's supposed to be the final boss, her before she turned evil or something. But she's wearing a skirt. So this is the canon playthrough, based on the box art. No. Strat. That works actually right there. This is better. 1-1-1. Woo. Ow. Oh, the burn damage. I want to get the flaming sword though. No. That's awesome. The kill zone. Wow. They all tried to enter this door at the same time. Do you remember if it's a way you can kill the rats in these cages? I remember you could, or maybe not. I think it might be the guy, the dwarf hammer kills them. Oh shoot. Oh, explosive barrels. I'll try that. There's probably one around here. There's gotta be one. I think you shoot him across here. Oh no. I could still die. I might die here. Wait, if I can lure him to the save place. Win any way you can here. No rules. Ooh. I don't like killing animals. For science, though. We can load it back. We can load it back. There were arrows, though. Arrows were there I didn't pick up. Let me save again. Yeah, I gotta wrap it up here. Range mage hybrid. Pretty good. There's no way. Just thinking about that tower that you can't leave from. That's no way I'm gonna win that. I have to find out a strat at least for that part. Where I don't need potions, maybe. Something. I gotta figure out what build I want to build. The builds. I don't know. Can't you like stat your stats? I don't think so. I thought there was a way. No. A flaming wreath around the caster. Oh well, we'll figure it out. It'll be a surprise if they'll live. These monkeys are actually difficult. Yo, thanks so much. Hey, you're still here. What up? Thanks for the following. Wait, that's the same guy, right? Tice. No. Tide and Tice. So close. Or is that Tide? I'm reading it wrong. I need to get a new monitor. This monitor is too blurry. Yeah, it is Tide. It is Tide. Man, you really like Tide. I'm using a TV, so it's like blurry. It's not a gaming monitor. It's not a monitor for computers. Or maybe I could fix that with the resolution. Settings. No room. No room.
I'll have to come back.
Come back.
I have no room for that.
I have no room for that. Oh, the green blobs.
No room. I'll have to come back for this. Thrashinja.
I have to end here.
There are no enemies here.
I have to end.
If quality and price are your chief concerns, then look no farther. You'll find my shop has excellent weapons at
1-6.
reasonable prices.
That's bad. I've been using like a crappy sword. 3 to 5, 1 to 6. 3 to 5 is better, right? 152. What's that red thing mean? More critical? I'm guessing that's what that means.
Oh, friend. I think the smell of the sewers has taken a liking to you.
Whoops. Well, too late.
We have many fine deals.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
But the critical, I could be better critical, though. Better critical.
Our shop carries the finest dwarven weapons, brought here all the way from the Sunset Mountains.
Rupee. That's a lot of money for the amulet. Yeah, I could buy the flaming sword. Forget it.
Axes, bows. We have everything you need right here.
I can wear this, right?
Something to split someone's skull, or a helm to protect your own. You've come to the right place.
No way. I can't believe I bought it.
There are no enemies here.
If quality and price are your chief concerns, then look no farther. You'll find my shop.
Wowzers. Let's see. It like lights up when it's near enemies, right? It's like Bilbo Baggins' sword. It's Lord of the Rings. I think that guy in the bar is a reference to Lord of the Rings as well. The Prancing Pony. Did you watch that movie? Because it's really worth it. One of the best movies of all time. Not even arguable. There's no way you haven't seen that movie. There's no way. There's no way. But there is a chance. I could see that. Flaming sword. It's the tent from RuneScape, the circus. Oh, yo, I couldn't see the potions there. That could be a glitch. I couldn't see the potions on the floor there. When I recalled back, they disappeared. That's not good. That's probably why there's no PC port. It's breaking with the console port. Yo, the flaming sword, though. That's so cool. We're dying. Wow. I'm dying still, though. One hit quit. One hit quit strat. I'm dying. I'm dead. She does the worm. She does the worm before she dies. You see that? $16 deaths. Hold on. What's the strat for these guys? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Block? Oh, blocking doesn't work. Just jump behind them. Oh, that's not good. Bow and arrow. That hurts. He did. Oh god, do you die from this? This doesn't count if I die. I'm testing this. I'm gonna die now, on purpose. You die in midair, you stay in midair. Jesus. Damn, dude. We're safe until, yeah. Never mind. 24 damage. Oh. They're friends. The blobs. That's not good. Look at them slipping here. Sliding along. The range is too good. $21 damage. Maybe the range guy would be better. No, this is fine. Shiny boots. We actually need armor. Change players. Alright. The spear. I like how you can't do other attacks unless you're hitting someone. There's a level 3, I remember that. This is a long sewer. Deep. There must be a lot of poop in these sewers, because it's three stories deep. Maybe 4. They were not messing around with the poop containment when they built these sewers. Alright. I'm gonna end on that. I'm gonna get off now. If I go further, then it's like we're right at the end and I have to keep going. We'll play tomorrow. We'll play tomorrow. We cracked open the game. We're in there now. We're in there. Is there a cheat code? Is there like a main menu cheat code, I think? Let me look it up. Oh, there are cheat codes. 200k experience, 500 skill points. Bruh. Hold on, let me load my game. Does it work on here? No way. Hold LR. X right. On the D-pad. Simultaneously. Hold. In the main menu? Cheat menu. Bruh. Does she have like... I don't know. I like how it shows the guys, the male's armor. PlayStation 2. Play as Drizzle. All at the character selection. Let's try this one. Dude, we could just play as Drizzle right now. Hold L1, R1, triangle, and X. You can just play as Drizzle right now. Drizzle. They aren't really removed. Oh no.
You are weary from your travels, but
hey, what happened?
Haunting voice. You come to the Elf Song Tap.
I can't skip it. I can't skip it. You can't skip that. I'm trying to do cheat codes. The Drizzle one didn't work. Infinite experience. Oh, defeat the boss, go back to the save game under a new file, load the original file. Before you fight the boss, import the character. Oh, what the heck? Oh, you save before a boss. Wow. You save before a boss, and then you load. You have 2 saves, and then you load in the other guy, and you keep saving and keep killing the boss or something. A naked cheat code. Loading screen trick. When the game is loading up and you see text loading, press R3 to remove the flames. Well, it loads so fast you can't do that. At any time... Hold on, let's get back into the game. Oh no. Wait, what? I broke it. I broke the game. I'm banned. I'm banned. Trophies? They don't have trophies, do they? That's kind of weird. Yo, I can't press anything. Or is it this controller? Now this controller. I want to see if any cheat works here. Alright, during gameplay... Oh god, this is the wrong one. During gameplay, press L1, R2, left triangle, and start. L1, R2. Left triangle. Nope. Yeah, it's not working. Wait. Okay. So maybe it... Extreme difficulty. Yo, wait, there's extreme difficulty? Yeah, that's something, a challenge after this game. If I even beat this one. They got rid of the cheat codes because it would make the trophies. There's trophies? What? Where are they? Let me see. Impossible. Discover. Play games with a friend as if you were in the same room. Yeah, friends. Yeah. There are no trophies. What? Oh, it's the guest. What? That's weird. Trophies. Yeah, I don't... Oh, there it is. What the heck? Finish the game on easy, normal, hard. Wait, so I'm gonna get all of them, right? It was like Gears of War. I better get the normal and easy. Yo, we're going for it. Let's go, baby. Now I'm excited. Yo, PS4, the way to go here. I'm glad I chose... I might still buy it on the Switch, though, because that's interesting. Just and to support the game, you know. Get on Steam. Buy it on Steam. Play it again. Play it again. Play it again. Yo, do they have, like, themes? Probably not. Probably not. Themes? Alright. Yo, that's cool that this game's out on modern consoles. That's cool. Yo, Sir Damps. What up, though? Yo, I'm done, though, guys. That's it for me. I stayed on a little longer because special occasion. We got raided. We got people chatting. I would stay longer, but I really shouldn't, okay? I'm at the point where it's like, okay, this is the point of no return. But I'm going to turn around now. I hate to do it.